You know what you gotta do? Load and make ready.
Враг сзади по левому флангу! Противник на северо-востоке! Противник! Северо-запад! Противник на юге! С юго-востока! Зависим! Противник на юго-западе! Вражеская!
Hey everybody, welcome back to our third and final video in our gear series. Today we're going to talk about those two different rifles, how I use them at the competition, the setups that I had for both of them, and why would you even bring two guns to a competition. Shout out to 404 ATL Gun Range. They created phenomenal rifle competition with a great stages, so I definitely recommend you to find them on practice score and attend at least one. You're gonna fall in love with the community, with the stages, and everybody there. All right, until the last minute, I was really not sure which gun I'm gonna use. I wanted to use my AR, but everybody from the competition were bullying me into using the AK since I already have one. But let's review both of them. This is my Daniel Defense M4A1 chambered in 5.56 with a 14.5-inch barrel. Not too short, not too long, you know, kind of an average size for a 5.56 round. I have a primary arms 3x scope with a side red dot of primary arms as well, and just a streamlight light on it. Aside of that, I did put a Geisley trigger on it and a bad lever. During the competitions, I run with the Silencer Co. Velos LPB, low back pressure. This is a very good can because it routes the gases toward the enemy and not back at your face, so you don't have to cry looking at your buddies. The only negative that I found with this can is it's extremely heavy. It's like you're carrying, you know, 20 kilos at the end of your rifle, or for your Americans, it weighs like two F-150s and it's very heavy. All right, let's go back to a AK. It's also a 5.56 chambered AK, originally built by Izhmash, so it's an imported Saiga. I really love it. I think this is one of my favorite pieces in the collection. And during the competition, I had a side-mounted primary arms 1X, and I used this Omega 300 Silencer Co suppressor. That was the first time that I attended a competition with a silencer AK, and as you're gonna see right now in the videos, that did not really work for me. So I put it back to a original form, took everything out of it, and I'm kind of gonna leave it as is. Russian guns are not very well suppressed, especially with mine not being exactly concentric. So to be on the safer side, this setup is gonna stay like this, and I'm probably gonna end up buying another AK for a competitions. Couple of things that I wanted to mention is the triggers. Both of my guns have performance enhanced triggers, so let's ghost this Geisley together. You know, Geisley are the best for ARs, so we're gonna try this. Take your guns off the safety. All right, so there's no wall on this trigger. It kind of moves just a little bit and then snaps right away. Very clicky, and then very short take up back to action and pull. So I'm gonna say it's within 3.5, maybe 3 pounds of the trigger, so it's very light. Boom. At the bottom of the shoe, it is 1.5. So it's basically around 2.8 pounds to pull this trigger on the Geisley M4A1. And let's do AK as well. Science. 2.8. Oh wow. Yeah, 2.8. This is where you're gonna be. 2.8, 2.5 on the ALG, and about 2.3 on the AR. All right. Aside of the rifles, I of course had my plate carrier. So this is a Malva ammunition plate carrier. We have a in-depth review already on our channel, so if you want to see that first, I'll link it in the description. But just the overview, I had two different pluckers for both AK and AR. I have my plates and my side armor and bottle of water. I'm preparing to attend a Proving Grounds competition, so kind of seeing what my limits are of carrying this weight the entire day, running in it, and performing. We're definitely going to record a Proving Grounds competition for you and do a full review just like this video, so stay tuned and subscribe. All right, let's go review the stages. The first stage, from what I saw, it was actually a simple stage with 4 targets on your left and 3 steals that will be basically around 100 meters, 150 meters, and maybe ish like 185-ish meters away. Your string of fire is actually very simple. Run to the barricade, engage the first 2 targets on your left, engage the steal, run backwards to the second barricade, engage the second set of targets on your left, engage the steal, run back, engage all 4 targets on your left, and engage the steal. So it's a very simple process, and with the 3x sight on the AR that I was running with, I was like, okay, this is a piece of cake, and I'm gonna, you know, kind of run through it, have a good time. Sorry. Fucking low.
Go, man! Right underneath the corner of it. It's shaped like a diamond, so you gotta be towards the middle.
I'm fucking half a target up already.
I would take the mic.
Mike.
Alright, 193.
As you can see in the video, that was not the case at all. As soon as I started shooting, I quickly understood that my zero was off, and I was not hitting at 100, exactly at 100 of that chevron reticle from primary arms. The reason why that happened is A, I suck. No, that's a joke. But B, of course, I purchased a lot of ammo from a friend of mine who was selling it a little bit below the market, and I was like, okay, perfect, I'll grab them. And he said, hey, I'm selling you 5.56. So I was like, perfect, this is what I shoot. And a lot of that loose ammo were 223s. And you might say, hey, from this distance, you might not have that big of a difference. As you can see, it was. And my 223 were not landing where my 62 grains are usually go. So I try to adjust right away, kind of find where that aiming point is for me. And that took a lot of time and a lot of effort trying to figure out where the bullets are landing. And so that stage took way longer and was extremely pricey for me in terms of the bullets. Not the best stage for me. You'll see the results, of course, on the left. I think I placed 6th on that, which is horrible. But that was the start of a competition. I was not letting that discourage me. I was like, okay, it is what it is. Let's recap and do better on the next one. Which was funny because the next one would be a closer stage. And I was like, okay, I'm going to run my AK. Let's see what happened there.
And bye.
Oh no! That moment in the brain, you're like, oh my god, I really don't want to be disqualified from a competition on the second stage. What did I do wrong? And Aro pointed out that I do not have my glasses, my safety glasses, which don't do it. It's not good practice, but I do not run glasses on my competitions. I hate it because they get foggy and mess up my vision, which is already not good. But Aurora, of course, did the right thing, stopping the run and letting me know that I was unsafe. after that, we had to reset and redo it one more time. So as you can see, it wasn't the perfect start for a competition, but again, it is what it is. You have to go through that. You gotta set your mind on a victory and do your best. So from there, let's see the run. Come on.
He's so high. He's grazing high. That was low.
That's the crap.
Hit!
A couple of the things that I noticed from reviewing the footage just now: switching between guns in between stages might not be the best idea, because I am way slower with the AK than I am with the AR, and I don't think that this is part of just the training. I think just mentally your brain is sticking to what you got in the first place. I was running with the AR first, and reloading and movements and everything like that, with already having your mind set on the actual competition, will definitely slow you down. So train and execute one rifle at the competition. Do not try to do what I did, and switching back and forth definitely did not help me there. The AK as well, if both of them are not set up for the same bullets, both of them are not hitting at 100 yards where they were supposed to be hitting. What helped me out, the steel was very big at 100 yards, so it was hard to miss. Probably that's why I got a little better time than on the previous one. All right, stage 3. Right away, from what I can see, I had my plates in my placard with 3 magazines and the gun, of course, like everybody else. But for some reason, I'm feeling like my movement is super slow here. Almost like my mind was not ready to where the targets are. Or maybe I just haven't woken up yet or something like that. But I feel like I'm moving slower than I normally move. Maybe it was cold outside or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe I just need more training. And another part, of course, right there, you can see I finished the string of fire. And only half a second later, notice that there's another 2 targets on my right that I need to shoot at, and I had to kind of re-engage the safety again, get in there, shoot them, and engage the safety. So that definitely took off some time of my run. And another point for me to look at the stage brief better, remember what you need to do. I think I was the second or first one to run that stage, so maybe that was the reason I did not have enough people run in front of me to get my brain understanding what I need to do. So lesson learned there. Plan your stages. Biggest thing for me from what I'm seeing right now from my videos is just remembering where the targets are and engaging them faster. From stage 3, you'll see on a brief, there's 2 steel targets that were on both sides of that barricade. I could not see them for dear life. If I would come out of the side, I was able to see it, and as soon as I came back to the side, I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it, and that took a long time. So lesson learned there yet again. Before you say that you're ready to URO, get to the target, get you dot on what you're going to be engaging and shooting right away, transition to the next target, get your brain fired up on what is going to happen. I kind of looked through the port of the barricade and I saw it. It was right there in front of me. Yet again, it was 100 yards, I think, so you can clearly see it. But as soon as I engaged and I brought my sights up, it was not there.
Oh, it's 2 on each deal?
One from 2 points.
You got both targets. Oh, you got to hit him twice. Okay.
Come on. All right. The little popper messed me up there as well. I shot through it and 5.56 with the speed, and the small bullet just kind of went through and left a tiny little hole in there. And well, I thought that I missed, so I kind of looked up and I saw the little tiny hole, but in my brain I was like, okay, I had to shoot it again. So I shot it again, and then later figuring out that no, it's just the popper never broke, but the bullet was right there. So if you're in a competition and you shot the popper, you would have gotten your shot you know, scored properly, so you could have continued going. But I wasted time, wasted bullets on re-engaging something that already engaged. Oh, I shot it already. Where the popper is? All right, I got a mic on this stage, exactly to where we at right now at the video. I kind of noticed that if you look between the trees, you can engage 3 targets at the same time from one position. And I was like, okay, this is a great point. I'm going to do that. And I did. While doing it, I forgot that there's another target that is on the left, and that is my mic. I did not engage the target at all. And that is coming back to why I love 404 AL range. They create phenomenal runs. They make your brain think. They require you to stage plan and kind of trap you in a moment where if you're not paying attention and you're just there for fun, you're never going to score well. And as you can see, again, I did not have that target in my mind. I missed it and I lost time. Come on.
How'd you feel about that one?
Sucked on failure to eject.
Your clear swing and safe weapon.
Good, but malfunction messed me up.
Oh yeah, we gotta work through it.
Thank you. And this is where our problems start. I love you, baby, but you are not set for the suppressor for sure. It's not as clear on this video right now, but it had double feed. So I had to re-engage the magazine, bring the charger handle back a couple of times, and I saw a 1 round fall out and another round fall out. So the first one probably was the second round that was there already, and then after it actually pulled out the bullet from the chamber. That was kind of foreshadowing of what's gonna happen during the day. I noticed it once and I was like, okay, maybe, hopefully this is not, you know, gonna continue happening, but as you're gonna see, it did, and it kind of almost forced me out of using the AK at that time and switching back to AR. Ooh, come on, get in there. Oh no.
Get in there.
It's still in there.
You should have monitored it.
What happened? I had a baby. Bad ammo. Bad bullet.
My AR.
Mag's not really seen.
Fuck.
I don't know how I'm gonna get this guy over here.
Oh, there's hey.
I forgot which one I didn't shoot.
He did.
Unload it.
Unless there's a window.
Show me clear. Nice. Way to work through it.
He got some serious training.
102.17.
How did that feel?
102.17.
And the round was like bent into it.
That was some
102.17.
serious training right there. Clear malfunctions during the thick of it.
If you will, let me, I will reach it.
Oh, jungle run reach.
And there where this happened. So I never had that before. When I took the magazine out, I noticed that the chamber is not closed, and I have a bullet in there almost like at 90-degree angle bent into the chamber where another bullet is already at. And I was like, crap, I'm not sure if that bullet is, you know, spent, or it is a live bullet within the chamber that another bullet is pushing at. So I was not super comfortable with it. I tried to fix it and kind of get it out of the way, which did not work. That was very jammed in there. Again, my theory that just extreme amount of gas going backwards into the gun, pushing the carrier all the way to the back and slamming it forward, giving it a little just too much power where it's almost beating itself up, created all those problems. And with so much force behind this carrier, it bended that 5.56 bullets. And I saw the gunpowder falling from the bullet down the chamber, and I was like, God, this is not what I need right now. But it is what it is. You gotta fix it if you're in a competition. There's no redos. So I kind of pulled the bullet out and was able to remove the stock casing out as well, close the chamber, put the new magazine in, and from that point on I was already rolled up. So I messed with the magazine because the magazine was on the ground, there was dirt in there, so I did not sit it properly as well. Created even another malfunction that I had to fix. But as you can see, I still fixed it, still ran the stage. John mentioned a very good point. It's training. If this is what's going to happen if something really goes wrong, the situation that you're going to be in, you have to quickly figure out what to do. And only competitions like that where you're stressed, when you're breathing fast, when your brain and your blood is running, this will give you the experience and ability to fight and do and fix and feed your gun and get out of the situation. You know, it was a great lesson for me, and of course I was able to redo the stage, so kind of win on both sides. Get in there. Which one? The next stage was a Virginia style stage where you had a certain amount of targets and only a certain amount of shots on each. And as you can see, you had to engage 3 targets at your first location, then run forward, engage another 3 targets. Within that run, you had to do a mandatory reload, and you would end your run right there, record the time, and do everything backwards. To summarize, what did we learn? One, of course, remember what the stage looks like and have a plan before running it. If you're new to a competition or it's the first time you're attending in a competition, let the RO know. Let them put you in the back. See what people do. See what experienced people run and how they have their mind set up for that stage. That is very important. Another thing that we learned today is watch your own videos. It's very helpful to see what mistakes you're making when you are the one reviewing. When you're in the heat of the battle and you're in the moment, it's easy to miss your own mistake. And when you come at home, review your own footage and learn from it. Another thing, get good bullets. Do not be cheap like me and buying random stuff from friends. It will save you money. It will cause malfunctions and will cause loss of zero. And of course I will re-zero just in case before my next competition. And that's about it. Well, thank you so much for watching. We greatly appreciate all the support, all the likes, comments that you do. It helps us a lot. It kind of gives us motivation to go forward. We're not making any money off of it. We are here for fun. We're here to learn and make a great community.